Good evening. Buenas noches. I am Dr. Abeda Cifuentes, the very proud principal of Hinckley High School. Soy la doctora Cifuentes, directora de Hinckley High School. Bienvenidos. Welcome to our 2026 commencement ceremony. At this time, please stand for the presentation of colors and the singing of the national anthem by our choir. Thank you. Please be seated. At this time, I would like to ask all friends, family, and guests to turn off any cell phones and enjoy this celebration. Thank you. Please join me in welcoming to the stage Daniela Medina Villegas, one of our top 10 students.
Good evening, class of 2026, teachers, families, and friends. Thank you for being here with us to celebrate this moment of occasion. At this time, I would like to introduce our platform guest. Mike Gauss, Jr., Superintendent. Audience, please hold your applause until all platform's guests are recognized. Mike Gauss, Jr., Superintendent. Dr. Jesus Rodriguez, Deputy Superintendent. Dr. Joy Ross, Chief Police Officer. Jennifer Troy, Chief Academy Officer. Dr. Sue Lynn Toussaint, Executive Director of School Performance. Dr. Sean Grazzini, Institutional Director of High Schools. We are honored to have our distinguished board members present. Dr. Tiffany Tasker, Director, Board of Education. Becky Reinhardt, Treasurer, Board of Education. Dr. Ann Keke, Director, Board of Education. Danielle Tomwing, Vice President, Board of Education. Kristen Mallory, Director, Board of Education. I would like to introduce once again Dr. Jennifer Aveda Cifuentes, Principal of Hinckley High School. Joining her are administrators, Patches Van Der Quast, Ken Evans, Dr. Jeremy Eddy, Diana Abbas, and Beck Spencer. Our special guest speaker is Ms. Tara Farr. The faculty heralds are Octavio Rosas Torres, Rocio Olivas, Tara Farr, and Brandon Moton. Please give them all a warm welcome. Thank you. At this time, I would like to introduce our other Master of Ceremonies, Brianda Muro Murillo.
It is my honor to introduce the remaining top 10 graduating seniors of Hinckley High School. Please hold your applause until all are recognized. Graduating 10th, Daniela Medina Villegas. Graduating 9th, DNA Soto. Graduating 8th, Eric de la Cueva. Graduating 7th, Angeles Henawa. Graduating 6th, Fernanda Flores Rios. Graduating 5th, Catherine Lumba. Graduating 4th, Juan Rangel Ruiz. Graduating 3rd, Brianda Muro Moreno. And our salutatorian, Zaylee Stewart. And our valedictorian, Leyu Yurga. Thank you, top 10 students. You may be seated. Today is about more than just a diploma. It is about the people and the memories that shaped us. To kick off our ceremony with our opening statements, let's give a warm welcome to Catherine Lumba.
Good evening, everyone. To my fellow graduates, staff, faculties, our family, teachers, and everyone who supported us along the way, thank you for being here. And most importantly, congratulations to the class of 2026 of Hinckley High School. Standing here today, I think that it's safe to say that none of our paths looked at exactly the same getting here. But somehow, all of our different stories led to this same exact moment. And if you really think about it, we've all been through a lot more than just school. We started out as 6th graders just looking forward to a normal spring break, and then everything changed when COVID happened. Life paused in a way none of us were ready for, and when things started moving again, it felt like we were all trying to catch up to something we never really had the time to understand. Then came high school. And that's when things started to really feel real. At this point, it wasn't just about the classes anymore or grades anymore. It was about the expectations, pressure, and trying to figure out who you are while everything around you kept moving forward. It was the late nights where homework took way longer than it should have, the early mornings where you're running on barely any sleep, hoping an energy drink would somehow make the day easier, and the moments where you're sitting in class trying to follow along but really just trying to keep up. We've all had those moments. Days where you felt drained before the day even started. Days where everything felt like too much at once. And days where you looked at everything in front of you and probably thought, I don't know how I'm going to get through this. But somehow, we did. Not because it was easy, and not because we always felt ready, but because we kept going anyway. We, as students, learned how to adjust, how to push through, how to keep showing up even when things didn't feel perfect. And along the way, there were moments that reminded us why we kept going. The moments like laughing in class when we weren't supposed to be laughing with friends, and the random moments that turned into memories we didn't even plan for, and the small breaks in the chaos that made everything feel a little bit lighter. And now, here we are at the end of this chapter. It's so strange how fast it all feels now, because for so long, it felt like it would never end. But looking back, it's clear how much we've actually grown in such a short amount of time. So, as we move forward, the next steps will look different for all of us. Some of us are going to college, some are going to be starting work, some are joining the military, and some of us are still figuring things out day by day, and that's completely okay. For me, I learned that there isn't one path that defines success, and there isn't one timeline we all have to follow. But what matters most is that wherever life takes you next, you'll carry yourself forward as the person you've become. Not who people thought you should be, not who you felt pressured to be, but who you are now, and after everything you've been through. Take everything with you, the lessons, the pressure, the growth, and even the difficult moments you've encountered, because they all shaped you more than you probably realized. And before we go our own separate ways, I just want to leave you with this. Don't lose touch with where you came from, and don't forget the people who are sitting here with you today. And most importantly, be proud of yourself for even getting here, because if there's anything this journey has shown us, it's that we're capable of a lot more than we ever gave ourselves credit for. And no matter how far life takes you, don't be a stranger. To the class of 2026, this isn't the end of our story. It is just the beginning. Once again, congratulations to the class of 2026 of Hinckley High School. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Farr, for the reflections and guidance. At this time, we need all graduating members of the choir to take your places on the risers. Our choir, under the direction of Mr. Richard Clark, will sing a special selection for the class of 2026. It is titled Imagine. This piece was arranged by John Lennon. Ladies and gentlemen, please turn your attention to our fabulous Hinckley Sound Stations choir.
No possessions. I wonder if you can. No need for greed or hunger. A brotherhood of a man. Imagine all the people sharing all the world.
Thank you, Mr. Clark and the Hinckley Choir, for that inspiring performance. Good evening, everyone. I am Angela Hinawa. I would like to take this opportunity to show you all the amazing aspects of this senior class. Class of 2026, this is where you get to stretch those legs in recognition of your accomplishments. During our senior celebration, seniors were acknowledged for their academic honors, awards, and scholarships. I would like to take a moment to recognize them today. Please hold your applause until all students have been recognized. Will all of you who received academic scholarships or athletic scholarships or grants for higher education please stand? Congratulations. Please be seated. Students who received academic cords based on their grade point average. Students who received a white cord earned a 3.5 to 3.78 GPA. Students who received a silver cord earned a 3.71 to 4.5 GPA. And the top 10 students received a gold cord for a GPA of 4.5 or higher. Please stand. All right, you may be seated. Would all academic honors students, including those who received honors within clubs or societies, who received a cord of any kind, please stand? Thank you. You may be seated. If you participated in the following categories, please stand and be recognized. Please stand if you have attended an APS school since kindergarten. You may be seated. Please stand if you have participated in a club or sport. Thank you. You may be seated. Please stand if you're a member of the ROTC. You may be seated. Please stand if you received your associate's degree from CCA while at Hinckley. Thank you. You may be seated. Please stand if you earned a scholarship. You may be seated. Please stand if you took one or more CCA, IB, engineering, or biomedical courses while at Hinckley. You may be seated. Please stand if you were involved in a theatric or musical production. You may be seated. Please stand if you had Mr. Hushka, Ms. Farr, Mr. Reyes, Ms. Conk-Wonder, Mr. Westcott, or chatted with Ms. Harris, one of our class 2026 counselors, while at Hinckley. Thank you to our retirees. We wish you nothing but the absolute best. Please be seated. Please stand if you are a first-generation high school graduate. You may be seated. Please stand if you are a first-generation student attending college. You may be seated. And lastly, stand if you are a member of the class of 2026. You may be seated. Lastly, I would like to say, audience, join us in congratulating all of Hinckley's finest. We are proud of you and look forward to seeing where your journey takes you next. Please be seated.
Raise your hand if, like me, you spent many nights fueled by caffeine and doing homework until 1 a.m. Aren't we all glad those days are finally behind us? But as our next steps knows, the best part of high school happened between those student sessions. Our salutatorian, Celise, is a testament to the idea that a full, active high school career is what truly defines our experience. Please welcome our salutatorian and future Howard University Bison, Celise Stewart.
Good evening, family, friends, faculty, and fellow graduates. Education is our passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to the people who prepare for it today. I used this quote in my 5th grade continuation speech, not fully understanding its meaning, just knowing I admired Malcolm X. But standing here 7 years later, I finally understand what it means to live it. My name is Celise Stewart. I was born and raised in Aurora, Colorado. I am from pretty brown eyes, gentle touch, and so much love. I am from cornbread, collard greens, and food seasoned in Southern rub. I am from know your worth, you matter, and you'll always be enough. I am from stolen captives, resilient freedom fighters, and people who grew like flowers out of the rough. But I am also from broken heart and heavy stressors. I am from gang violence, drug dealers, and young boys lost to the streets because they didn't have fathers to teach them to be better. I am from domestic violence, the courageous victims and the weak perpetrators. However, I don't want to focus on what I am from, but rather what I dream to become. That was a poem I wrote sophomore year, and it still resonates deeply today. Because even at a young age, I knew I wanted more. I wanted to see more, to be more, and to help people. My family always taught me to do as they say, not as they do, to learn from their experiences and build something greater. That mindset is what got me here today. I am proud of the work I've done, but I know this is only the beginning. This fall, I will be attending Howard University. And even saying that out loud still feels surreal. It started as a dream, something I would casually say, like a box to check off. But at some point, I began to truly believe it was possible. I started working toward it and realized something powerful. It's not impossible. It's not out of reach. It's not something to fear. Sometimes all it takes is believing in yourself enough to try. And along the way, so many people helped me to build that belief. To my favorite staff members, Ms. Dodge, Mr. Williams, Ms. Collins, Ms. Harris, Mr. Wilson, Mr. Clark, Mr. Tashawn, Ms. Myers, Ms. Hartley, and Ms. Bellingston, who definitely didn't force me to include her. Thank you all and so many others. Thank you for seeing me, for pushing me, for believing in me when I struggled to believe in myself. Each of you played a role in helping me stand here today. To my friends, past and present, those I'm still rocking with, and those I've grown away from, thank you. Thank you for being a part of my journey, for helping shape me into who I am, and for playing your role in my life. And I know y'all are waiting on your shout-outs, so here you go. Germany, Sonder, Charles, Sade, Isabella, Jalil, and Carter, of course. Every friendship taught me something I needed to learn, and for that, I'm grateful. To the entire Black Student Alliance, thank you so much for giving me a space to lead you all. I found my voice, my place of belonging, and lifelong bonds. You helped shape my passion and reminded me of the importance of community. I will miss each and every one of you, even you, Abdi. And to those who are no longer here, especially my grandmothers, I carry you with me every single day. And I know I'm not the only one standing out here today missing someone. Just remember, we are surrounded by our angels. They are guiding our steps in ways we may not always see, but they are always here with us. Never forget that. To my family, both chosen and blood, thank you for how hard you pushed me, how much you believed in my potential, and for always being down to ride for me. I carry that love and support with me in everything I do. And most importantly, I thank God for placing this purpose in my heart and guiding me toward it. As we step into the future, let's not forget the world that we're stepping into, a world where people are still fighting to be seen, to be heard, and to be free. Free Palestine, free Congo, and freedom for all people living under oppression across the globe. If you stand for nothing, you'll fall for anything. So let us be the generation that stands for something, that speaks up, that takes action, and that refuses to be silent. To my class, we've come a long way. From being the sixth graders whose school year was cut short to standing here today, we made it. As we move forward, remember this. Believe in yourself, chase your dreams, even if they seem unrealistic. There is no one path to success, only the path that works for you. Surround yourself with people who support you, who push you, and who remind you of your worth. And I know y'all didn't think I was gonna finish this speech and not include Drake, so listen up. Live for today, plan for tomorrow, and party tonight. Celebrate today because we earned it. Be proud of how far you've come, but don't lose sight of where you're going. We did it, we graduated. And might I add, it's a great day to be young, gifted, and Black. Thank you. And congratulations once again to the amazing class of 2026.
Let's give Zaylis another hand. Our next speaker has balanced a passion for the arts with a rigorous commitment to medicine. From her early days in swimming and choir to becoming a licensed CNA and president of NHS, she has truly done it all. Along with completing the full IB program, she dedicated herself to volunteering at UC Health and earning her CPR certification. Ranked at the top of her class, she is a leader who embodies both service and excellence. It is now my honor to introduce our valedictorian, Leyu Yurga.
Good evening, class of 2026, families, staff, and faculty. My name is Leyu Yurga, a proud first-generation graduate, and I'm beyond honored to be able to stand here as your class of 2026 valedictorian. I want to start off by saying, never in a million years did I imagine myself standing in this stage giving this speech. But through the grace of God and the sacrifices of my parents, I'm able to stand here today. We're here today to celebrate the success of us in receiving our high school diploma. While everyone sitting here may be seeing their success, I want everyone to recognize the amount of hard work and dedication it took for each and every one of them to get here. Every single person sitting here has a story, and every single one of those stories matter. Although the real world might seem frightening right now, know that God placed you here on purpose for a purpose. We may not be the most advanced, but life does not revolve over grades, and you are worthy. As a high achiever, this was something I deeply struggled with. I wish someone had told me sooner that success is not just about perfection, that rest is not a failure, that you don't have to prove your worth over and over again just to be happy. Because the truth is, your value does not come from what you achieve, but from who you truly are. Now we're supposed to be the new adults. Mistakes are made, and we can't turn back time to redo our mistakes or our regrets as much as we physically want to. Because time only goes one way, and that's forward. From now on, we start a new beginning. It might be the last time we all are together, but it definitely is the best time. Even though we're the new adults, we really are just kids trying our best in the world. All these moments will be stories one day, and all our picture will be old photos we show to our kids. Soon, we're going to be like our parents, talking about, in my day, we used to walk 15 miles to go to school in a tornado and a snowstorm, all before 7:30, by the way. You're here now, so live in the present. Enjoy the little moments. Life is too short to think about your future all the time. You have so much to look forward to, so be proud that you even made it here today. And to every parent and guardian out here, thank you. If you had told me a few years ago I'd be graduating in the United States, a country full of dreams and possibilities, attending my future college on a covered tuition, and graduating from high school with honors, I wouldn't have believed you. But I wouldn't have thought to achieve these accomplishments with my loved one watching it through a screen. Like many of you, I've been surrounded by love, support, and kind words, but I still find myself wishing for one hug in particular, from one person who can't be here physically today. This person has been the greatest example of unconditional love I have ever known. Even from the thousands miles away in Ethiopia, I can still feel her presence, her strength, and her love as she watches her oldest daughter reach this moment. This incredible person is my mom. She's the reason I have my strength and the ability to keep going. Her love is something I carry with me in everything I do. I want to dedicate this part of my speech to my dad, who made it all this possible, and my aunt. May you please stand so I can honor you. ለወላጆቼ እናቴ፣ አባቴ እና አክስቴ እስከነ ቤተሰቦቿ አመሰግናለሁ። ዛሬ እንድቆም እንድችል የምታውቀውን ሁሉ ትተህ እዚህ ስላደረስከኝ ውድ አባቴ ከልብ አመሰግናለሁ። አባዬ ድካምና ሕማምን ተቋቁመህ ብሩህ የወደፊት ሕይወት እንዲኖረኝ ስለሰራህ አመሰግናለሁ። አንተ ባትኖር ኖሮ እዚህ አልገኝም ነበረ። ይህ ጊዜ እንደሚያኮራህ ተስፋ አደርጋለሁ። Last but not least, thank you so much for BNA, Catherine, Emily, and Isaiah. You guys have made my high school experience so memorable. Congratulations, class of 2026, you made it.
Leu, thank you for summing up our journey so well. It is my pleasure to introduce our principal, Dr. Aveda Cifuentes.
All right. Is the class of 2026 the best graduating class ever? Kalake. The class of 2026 are the OG Thunder. They're the first class to start and finish as the Hinckley Thunder. But low-key, it was a rough freshman year. It was cray-cray with this class. We knew that we had to run a strict program and implement the academy system. And you all know Ms. Abbas, Mr. Rosas, and Ms. Harris, and Ms. Rocio did not come to play. But after all of that work together, now we get to talk about how goated this class is. Let me share about 6 or 7 ways this class tore it up and went ham on the achievements. All right, I'm done being cringe with this Gen Z slang. but I'm not sharing how amazing this class is. I'm not done sharing how amazing this class is. This class has earned over $6.25 million in scholarships. They have earned 15 associate's degrees, continuing the Hinckley tradition of excellence. This year alone, this class earned 1,237 college credits worth $408,000 in tuition, and 3,204 college credits worth over $1 million throughout their careers here at Hinckley. If you are one of the students that earn college credit while at Hinckley, please stand. You may be seated. As the only international baccalaureate high school in APS, we count 11 IB full diploma graduates as an honor known to very few across the state, country, and the world. If you're part of that prestigious group, please stand. Thank you. They also have 115 students that have earned either the state or district seal of biliteracy, the highest among all APS high schools. If you are one of these students that earned a seal of biliteracy, please stand. Thank you. As we celebrate the impressive achievements of many of our students, I also want to recognize our students that walked a different path, often a difficult path, to be here today. While some of us may have walked a paved road and maybe even a dirt path, others had to walk uphill, creating and building new steps on a course never charted before to arrive at this destination. 4 years ago, we started a tradition called the Phoenix Awards that sought to honor the perseverance through difficult times that many of our students have shown to get here. On Thursday, these students shared with us their stories of inspiring resilience and uncompromising ambition to get to this point. So at this time, if you were one of the 13 students honored as a recipient of the Phoenix Award, please stand. Thank you. As we reflect on paving new roads, perseverance, and resilience, I would like to recognize all of our students paving new roads for themselves and their families. So if you are the first in your family to graduate from high school, please stand. Thank you. If you will be the first to go to college, please stand. Thank you. If you or your family began life in another country and used your linguistic and cultural blessings to be here today, please stand. Thank you. Finally, if you're a member of the class of 2026, the storm that brought in the thunder, please stand. Thank you. Thank you, class of 2026. It has been an honor to be part of your journey. And thank you to all of the staff that have supported them. You have truly embodied the vision of Hinckley High School, a vision this class helped create by inspiring excellence, embracing diversity, and cultivating learners. Now, let's give the fans what they came here to see. At this time, members of the Board of Education, please rise. I hereby attest and confirm that the students before you today have met or exceeded all of the requirements established by the state of Colorado and the Aurora Public School District, and are deserving of the recognition by presentation of a high school diploma. I now present to you the William C. Hinckley graduating class of 2026. At this point, we would like our top 10 students to line up. Faculty heralds and Board of Education members, please take your places for the presentation of diplomas. Graduates, please remain standing until your entire row has received their diplomas and have returned to their seats. After the top 10, we will continue with Section 1, followed by Section 2. As you know, graduation is a dignified ceremony. To honor our graduates and families, we would like every graduate's name to be heard. Please hold all applause and celebrations until all graduates have received their diploma. Thank you for your courtesy and respect for our graduates. Faculty heralds, it is now time to read our graduates' names.
Leyu Yirga.
Zaylise Stewart.
Brianda Muro Moreno.
Juan Rangel Ruiz.
Catherine Cabral Lumba.
Fernanda Flores Rios.
Angelise Henewa.
Eric de la Cueva.
Vianney Soto Lozano.
Daniela Medina Villegas.
All right, who does the next row? Think fast.
Well, we could just switch.
That's hard, because I'm like all
Angel Miranda Tellez. Omar Altamimi. Samira Ahmed. Kenny Elizabeth Alfaro Zúñiga. Emma Marie Almeida. Jamilet Alonso. José Manuel Álvarez Domínguez. Giovanni Álvarez. Jonathan Alvarez Rico. Edward Amaya. Atakilti Amir. Claudia Ancalito. Samuel Aparicio. Ana Arciba. Daphne Arias Avila. Daniel Arias Serrano. Cristian Arista.
Giol Astaunaupa.
Jay Sean Carter.
Jacqueline Carrillo Pérez.
Alondra Carrera.
Karen Carrasco.
Alexander Caravantes.
María Canales Rodríguez. Alexander Campos.
Samaje Cameron.
Leonardo Calva Blea.
Enrique Bustamante.
Joel Briceño. Kenia Bolanos Deras.
BK Bossy.
I don't know how to say this. Harry? Harry Bix.
Valerie Barasas.
Luis Bañuelos Moreno.
Valeria Bailon. Montez.
You don't want to say all We need to do
Juan Casanova Duran.
We're taking a long time.
Deepna Castañeda. Brad Castrajón. Amy Castro. Eric Cordero Perez. Brian Cervantes Sanabria. Yorianis Chacon Sanchez. Grayson Chandler. Angel Chavez Cortez. Giselle Chavez. Zuri Chavez. Isais Covarrubias. Jacqueline Chavez Valeta. Valeria Cuevas. Eileen Cruz. Sabrina Cruz.
Reese Early.
Victoria Duron.
Evelyn Diosdado Duran. Melody Dinky.
Adrianji Diaz Vasquez.
Lisi Diaz Rodriguez.
Diego Devora Reyes.
Hello, educators, family, friends, and esteemed graduates. There is a lot to think about at the end of this journey, but in my opinion, the best word to encapsulate what graduation means is change. For as long as we can remember, we have been stuck in this mundane routine with only small breaks. Change has been our constant companion. It came in the form of new classes, new friendships, heartbreaks, victories, and quiet moments of growth. Some of those changes we chose. Others chose us, but we faced them all together. Graduating means moving away and having greater liberties than we could have imagined. Yet it all means having greater responsibilities and ownership of our lives. We will learn and adapt into our truer forms of ourselves. I know this is a change we have all yearned for. Even if your plans aren't to go to college, your livelihood will change. You will adapt to a newer, better you. As positive as the concept of change might seem, I know we all see the lament that comes with it. Since we will be parting ways, we might go from seeing each other 5 times a week to twice a month to once a year to maybe never seeing each other again. All we will have to hold is the pictures of the memories we made. Our 10 years from now, we might remember an inside joke we made with our friends. 20 years later, we might reconnect, but those will just be fragments of the connection we once held. Which, while change is good, I don't think we've all realized that change sometimes means letting go. I know that for me and many others, this fact is the hardest obstacle we have to go through. Yet we cannot grow as people if we aren't able to let go of the person we once were. We will all be busy, and despite promising to stay connected, the truth is that we will all likely become nothing more than strangers. We don't know what we will lose until we don't have it anymore. We will spend some of our time wishing we can go back to cherish what you have and the time you have. This shouldn't stop us from changing and meeting new people along the way, as the memories we have made have been engraved in our hearts. Many of us are also first-generation students whose parents are immigrants and have sacrificed everything to give their child the education they deserve. Though times are hard right now, I want all of these parents to understand how much they mean to us. I want to honor these incredible people with a personal message. Hola a todos. Las familias inmigrantes aquí presentes vinieron a este país con solo esperanza. Sé que están orgullosos de sus graduados. Quisiera reconocer a mis padres, quienes están aquí hoy. Espero haberles hecho sentir orgullosos de mí y que sepan que todo lo que hago es para ustedes. We won't just carry these 4 years as a diploma. We will also carry the lessons we learned, the lifelong companions we have encountered on our journey, and now the future we are building. Change is not something to fear, it's something to embrace. It challenges us, shapes us, and ultimately helps us grow into the people we're meant to become. Whether it's finishing high school, trying something new, or stepping into an unknown future, change is the one constant that pushes us forward. So let's not resist it, let's face it with courage, learn from it, and use it to build a better version of ourselves and the world around us. Congratulations to what, in my personal opinion, is the best graduating class, the class of 2026. Thank you. Graduates, please stand and join me in the changing of the tassels from the right to the left.
please rise for the recessional. Junior escorts, please lead your rows. Thank you, everyone, and congratulations, class of 2026.